All right, everyone, welcome back. I am ready to do November 2023 layout share. When I wrapped up last time, I was telling you that we were at my father-in-law's house. He was getting ready to pass, and we got a phone call from my son saying our house was on fire. So the beginning of November, I always start off with a monthly page with all the pictures that don't fit anywhere else. So I just have some pictures here of that. And then I'm probably going to, I'll show this one. And then I'm going to skip the next couple just because they're a little personal with his dad. And then I will go to the house fire. So our neighbor's barn, garage, caught on fire, and it was such a hot fire that when we pulled up under this, we came to the viaduct and the road was closed, and we saw the boom truck over our house, and I was like, oh, this is not good. We thought for sure our house was on fire, but we got back there and it was our neighbor's garage. This is our house here. Neighbor's garage was almost completely gone by the time we got there. And the flames were huge. So this is our house here. The flames were just huge. Oh, I'm not even showing it to you. So yeah, that was a scary night. But you know what? There was crazy peace in the midst of it. I think with what was going on with his dad, things were just put into perspective a little bit. And so this is just a house, right? But thankfully, all of the siding melted off of our house. And our garage was on fire, but it did not get into our house at all. So our house was fine. Our neighbor's house was fine. They couldn't sleep in there that night. But again, the fire was so hot. We have a guest house across the road, and it was so hot that it melted the siding on the guest house and on the garage guest house. So we were very fortunate to be able to sleep in our house that night. So here is the siding on the guest house, and it went up to the second floor even. So then inside our garage, when we got there, this is what we saw. Them going, all this stuff was out of the ceiling in the garage, and they had actually stopped the fire. But you can also see like the siding on the second floor is melted, completely melted. So we were very fortunate. Oh, here's the inside. So they did check real good. They checked the attic and everything inside. But this is what the garage looked like when they left. Quite a mess. But very thankful. Very thankful. So some more pictures of that. And I'm going to look. Yeah. I'm going to skip the next page. That's it was about this time when the fire trucks were cleaning up that we got the call that we needed to head back pretty fast to his dad's house. So I'm going to skip that page. This is us talking to our kids after we got home from his parents' house. There was a lot that had gone on that night, so we FaceTimed all of the ones who don't live with us and just talked about how we were feeling and all of that kind of stuff. This is what it looked like the next day. The fire was so hot. There was a car in here that completely melted. Like, it was crazy. Crazy. So, yeah, here's the car. The tires were just melted into the... And have you ever seen siding melt like that? It's crazy. Here's how charred the wood was on our house, but no fire inside the house. And they kept the fire from going any farther, so pretty crazy. All right. Then, as if things couldn't get crazier, the next day was when we were supposed to leave for our 2-week Africa trip. And his family was very supportive of us still going, wanted us to still go. And so we did. So my husband spoke at a conference the night before we flew out. So that is that. And then I just do a 1-page in the big album about the trip. And then I do the trip in its own separate album. So that will be the next layout share that I do. While we were gone, my daughter took her grandma to an appointment. So I documented that. She sent me pictures. And then we were looking through old pictures of my father-in-law and found these old army pictures. So I thought that was fun to scrapbook. This is getting ready. When we got back, we had the funeral, the memorial service. So just some old pictures that I had taken. I keep all the cards together. A copy of what my husband read at the service, and then leaves from the same family tree I put for this title. These are all the cousins, our kids, and then his sister's kids. And then pictures at the funeral. So I'll go through those kind of fast. At the end, my father-in-law was an avid Diet Pepsi drinker. So we thought it'd be kind of cute to have a picture with everyone having a Diet Coke. And then we went back to the house and just reminisced, which was sweet. Played some games at our house after on the next day, and then just back to normal life. So starting to clean up. This is a fun page. My mom loves ice cream, and so look at her face when she saw that ice cream cone. So cute. Pictures of my dad's car collection. He passed away, and so she was starting to go through his collection and give them out, which was really hard for her. Some shopping pictures, and Thanksgiving. And we had an Italian Thanksgiving, so we had lasagna, because I don't really like turkey, and if I'm hosting, I want something I like. So we teased my youngest daughter about renting a boyfriend for her so she would have someone sitting with her at the table. We didn't do that, but it was a funny conversation. More Old Navy. My mother-in-law got a new car. And then we put up the Christmas tree. Okay, I think I lied in the last video I made, or maybe it was this one, where I said all of the pictures go together in one album. I also do, just because we have so many families, I do a separate Christmas album as well, because we have my extended family Christmas, my husband's extended family Christmas, his late wife's extended family Christmas, and then we have cousins' Christmases, our Christmas, our kids' Christmas, so many. So I have a lot of Christmas pictures, and so I do put those in their own album. It is a 12 by 12. It's not a December daily. So that is another thing of albums I do. I also do a birthday through the years birthday album, just because I like to see from year to year. Okay, so more Thanksgiving. I found all these at my in-laws' house. So my son took them, turned them in because she was just going to throw them away. My daughter loves plants, and I'm horrible with them, so she came home and took care of my plants for me. We always say he has crinkle smile because you can't see his eyes when he smiles. My kids gifted me a house clean for my birthday, I think, or Christmas, and it was wonderful. I loved it. And then here's when we got the house for my son. More time in South Haven. I cleaned my hobby room, which was awesome, and I was getting ready to do a crop and create, which I love to do. And I ended up doing it in Michigan. So I did the whole event there, and it was so much fun. And on our way home, I got a Happy Meal, and it was the cutest thing ever. Look how little this box is. That's the actual box. I haven't had a Happy Meal in forever, so that was super fun. And then the Ties of November. We were gone for 2 weeks, so we just have 2 this time. So those are my November layouts. My next share will be our Africa album, which will be a long one. Thanks for joining.